Okay, welcome ladies and gentlemen. You've joined us for round 3 of the Formula 1 League Racecentre, located here at Entertainment Park. We come to you racing from Paul Ricard Circuit. It's a 38 lap race tonight, and each lap consists of 5.842 kilometres. So it's going to be about an hour long, so strap yourselves in. We've got just about to go in a quali, and I'll just let the boys know that we're about to do that. Okay, so I'm just about to start a 10-minute quali session. We're currently watching. Okay, we can just see Marty Porter on our driver focus tonight. He's racing live with us from Entertainment Park. He's right next to me in the commentary box, and so keep a lookout for him tonight, battling with Scott Flack, our current F1 defending champion. So I've got a couple of newbies. We'll go through and introduce the guys tonight as we go live on track to watch the guys in the quali session. Just before we do that, a couple of details regards to today's race. So I've got 2 DRS zones. We can see there just detection between turn 6 and 7, and just as we get out of turn 7, you'll see the DRS board on the right hand side. I think we're on board with that's towards the back of the circuit or at the front, and there'll be another one just before the main straight detection zone, and then as they turn onto the main straight, they'll be able to hit that DRS button and open up that rear wing for any overtaking advantage and drafting down the main straight. So a couple of long DRS zones, very advantageous, but again you have to be within 1 second of the competitor in front to activate that, and I'll briefly explain where that is located on the steering wheel when we go to the onboard of particular drivers tonight in the race. We've got a few guys joining us from Indonesia, but again we'll go through all that information very, very soon. The tyres available are the soft hard mediums, so the guys can choose between the 3 compounds throughout the race tonight. France is very much high speed turning circuit, no real deep braking, so the fronts will be wearing out a lot quicker if the guys don't stick to the driving line. So they could see them sacrificing time just to get more laps out of the race, out of the tyre set. The pit lane is relatively long, so there is some advantage in not pitting or reducing at least 1 pit stop tonight, and you can sacrifice that on track to get that done. Okay, so let's see how they're going at the moment. We've got everyone on their outlap. I haven't got any times posted. As I say, that Audi Devanagra's in the Alpha. He's racing with us from Indonesia. I'll just go across to him. Looks like he's coming round onto the main straight. No, it looks like I've lost him somewhere. Okay, I can see the top. Excuse me, I just had a bit of a cough then. Okay, so I can see the times. We're watching Rex. That's his Australian name, Rex Yang. He's racing with us from Sydney, and he'll be in the second of the Racing Point Pink Machines, together with his teammate Jack Song. See, Christiansen's joined us late in the session. He's coming onto the main straight. Nice wide turn. Just see if we can go on board with him and I'll explain the wheel. You can see just next to the top speed there, we've got some 3 lights down the left and right hand side of the display. When they turn orange, the guys can activate their DRS button. And in quali session, that's always available to them. During the race, they can only have that if they're within 1 second of the driver in front. So, just see if I can get a more stable camera over there for you. Okay. He's going through the chicane down the back straight there. This is Christiansen from Indonesia, racing with us. This is his 3rd race with us. Just under 5 minutes to go, halfway through the quali session. And we've got Scott Flack on pole, current F1 champion. Just cutting the track there. He's on Scott Flack's P1. I'm not too sure if they're actually cutting the track or it's just bad ping at the moment and I'm not seeing him properly. Okay, Marty Porter's Scott Flack's nemesis, so these two will find each other on the circuit, battling it out, I'm sure, as we've introduced him on our driver cam, racing inside of Entertainment Park here in Bankstown. Okay, who else we got on track? Currently in P3, it's Chris Jansen. He's parked it in the garage at the moment. So is Ardy, his Alfa Romeo teammate. Andrew Kevin's one of our rookies tonight. He's on track, and he's currently in P5 at the moment with a, what's he got at the moment? 131 flat actually. So his times are improving. It's his first race with us tonight. He'll be representing in the Ferraris Scuderia. Rex Yang, as introduced before, currently in P6 with a 131.025. Jack Song is currently in P7 with a 131.437. Then we've got Dimitrios Iliopoulos. He's in P8. This is his 3rd race with us, I think, tonight. And he's not opted for no halo. And our rookie at Entertainment Park tonight is Ricky Bernardino. He's taking out the second of the Renault cars for tonight's race. The guys need to choose a car that they want to race in, and hopefully they hold it throughout the season. Okay, so we've got 2 minutes to go in the quali session. I'm not seeing some purple sectors. Andrew Kevin in the Ferrari. He had the purple last sector on the last lap, so not too sure if he's repeating that. He's a bit slower in the first sector on this one. So it looks like Marty Porter's on a flying lap at the moment too. We'll go on board with him as he takes us round. Really tricky last section coming onto the main straight. Really got to slow the car down, which is unnatural for the Formula One. You want to go as fast as you can, but some tracks just require you to go super slow to get round the corner. And I know Marty's going to be conserving his tyres tonight, because he's that's one of his strengths is the tyre wear and the ability to really make those tyres last as long as they can. So we'll probably see him pit last there as he just locks up and over corrects. Opposite lock, coming onto the main straight down the back end. Okay, so it's Marty Porter, Scott Black still out in front. Currently on pole with a 128.445, just ahead of Marty Porter, P2. Christiansen in the Alfa Romeo from Indonesia, he's P3, and Andrew Kevin really driving this car hard, doing a great job in the Ferrari, currently in P4. RD Tevanaga in the second of the Alfa Romeos, who's trying his luck in the hard tyres. That you can see the white band there on the side wall of the Pirellis. Maybe he's given up on the quali and just practicing more for the race to come. Rex Young just going wide. That's the end of the quali session now. So we are racing from Paul Ricard tonight, Circuit Paul Ricard. Just watching Jack Song finish his lap. Not too sure if he crossed the line in time to actually start this lap, so well, he's down the back straight, so he's posted 2 seconds slower in the fast sector, so that won't be his quickest. Dimitrios Eliopoulos is coming on to the main straight. No, a few more corners to go before he finishes his lap, but he's just run wide there. Still within the limits, and he comes down on the main straight to post his time. PB on his second sector. We'll see if he... No, that was his out lap, so it looks like that'll be it for the boys. That finishes off the 10-minute private qualifier. So the guys didn't actually see each other on circuit, but they definitely were all out there at the same time. Right, just going to go to a quick commercial break, make sure the boys are ready to go, and we'll get started on this 38-lap race at Paul Ricard after these commercial breaks. Okay, welcome back. Guys are gridding up now. We can see different compounds, some hard tyres, soft, mediums and hards I can see. Looks like Artie's just joined us in the soft compound. Just waiting for one of our drivers to grid up in P2, Christiansen. And there he is, just gridding up, just in time to roll off. Okay, so it's a formation lap, long formation lap. So it's a great opportunity for us to go through the grid and see how the guys qualified. So it'll be Scott Flack on pole, Christiansen getting in between Marty Porter, who's starting in P3, Andrew Kevin, when he's opening race with us, will be starting in P4. Adi Devanagra, P5 from Indonesia, Rex Yang from Sydney, Jack Song from Sydney, Dimitris Eliopoulos will be racing with us from Entertainment Park, and so will Ricky Bernardino, first race with us tonight. So the track's starting to rubber up, you can see the grip and a few marbles there, but that shouldn't affect them. As I said, it is a 38 lap race tonight. And we wish all the guys good luck tonight. If you watched us last round, it was at Baku, and unfortunately our Alphas lost a wheel coming down the main straight, just like Max Verstappen 5 laps towards the end, but they lost their wheel due to hitting the wall, but that's all been fixed up for tonight, I hope, and we shouldn't see anyone losing any car parts tonight. So on board with Marty Porter, and there he is in the shop with us tonight. We've got 3 large triple 43-inch screens he's racing in front of on a full motion Simworks V2 machine. So you can see him warming up the tyres, joining onto the main straight. Okay, Paul Ricard track map. So the number in the circle represents their position. Flashing green means they're on a PB, and flames means they're on a fast lap as well. Okay, so the lights are red, waiting for them to go out. And it's go, go, go. We saw Dimitris Eliopoulos just jump the start there, so he's going to have to roll through pit lane as he suffered a jump start there. The guys getting through turn 1 relatively cleanly. So on board with Rex Yang at the moment. He's at first race with us tonight. Just saw the Alpha just poking up ahead of the road. But up the front, it's, where is he? Scott Flack. Just having technical difficulties at the moment. Can't find anyone on board. There we go, that's Scott Flack out in front, P1, and Marty Porter got the jump ahead of Christiansen, who lost a couple of spots there, we can see. See if we can see behind, that's Marty Porter P2, Andrew Kevin and Christiansen. So there's a bit of a procession going on at the moment, but they're all still in touch with each other on the first lap, crossing the line. We haven't got DRS active yet, we're waiting for lap 2, and then we'll see the DRS active so the guys can open up that rear wing. Andrew Kevin just running wide there, that's going to burn up the front tyres for sure, and he's on the hards at the moment. They probably haven't warmed up, so he's trying to, and that's Christiansen just making the move there. Andrew Kevin might get the draft, but it's going to be a deep braking. Christiansen on the medium, so hopefully we don't come together. Gets the job done neatly into the chicane. Great job from these two, not coming together. It is a long race, so it's not worth colliding with another driver at this stage, as we're all still on the within 10 seconds of each other, which is a great job to see from these guys. Some of us are rookies, so now they've just got to settle into the race itself. Andrew Kevin just showing a huge amount of pace on his opening race with us, as he's holding down P3 at the moment, but Chris Jansen's right behind him. Try and see if we can see behind, see how close Chris Jansen is, racing from Indonesia. I think we should be able to see DRS active. We are on the third lap of the race, so there it is. You can see it on Chris Jansen, and here he comes, coming up the inside. There he goes, just past, braking into the zone. Andrew Kevin just got to realise that he's not going to have that front downforce anymore when you've got another car blocking and braking the draft for you. So come into the back corner. We've got one of the flames on the track map. You can see number 1. So he's posting a quick time for us at the moment. Scott Black, you can see the purple sectors, bottom right hand corner. Definitely lighten up my timing screens at the moment. These drivers get that extra point if they finish the race with the fastest lap of the race, then they do take that extra point in the championship. That's Scott Black with a 129.829. Beautiful lap from him, and that's on the harder tyre, harder compound. Just saw Ricky Benedino coming, just getting loose on the last corner of the race, of the track I should say. Well, this cameraman really loves this shot. We're not crossing to the next camera. That's on board with Ricky Bernardino and the second Renault. Nicely done through the chicanes there. They look like a DRS zone, but it's not. It's just a white painted line, probably for the GT cars or another configuration, as Ricky goes hard in 8th gear in the fast right hand corner. And this is a long sweeping right hand corner as well. You'll see the guys really looking after the tyres there, because that's going to burn the front lefts quite hard. Does a good job to stay on track, even though he knows he missed the marks there, but he's got to brake early, turn in early, slow the car down, because it's another deep braking zone onto the main straight. Okay, so that was Ricky's flying lap. We've got Jack Song in P8 at the moment. His fastest lap of the race so far is 1:37.426. Okay, so the guys are spreading out at the moment, 5 laps in. And Flack is absolutely smashing it out front. We can see Marty Porter trying to stay with him, but it's not the case at the moment. But I know, talking to Marty Porter on the track walk earlier, he said he was going to look after his tyres, so this is probably part of his plan, just to take it easy. You can see him hitting those lines beautifully as he comes down the main straight. Crosses the line with a 131.605. Keep losing him through that section there. Well ball with Marty Porter, but you're always already seeing that camera angle. Here he goes down the back. Looks like Andrew Kevin and Christiansen still are behind them at the moment. We'll go back, have a look at their battle. Christiansen trying to keep in touch with Andrew Kevin as he's hitting the ripple strips, really smoking up those tyres. He's on the harder compound. Christiansen's on the medium compound on the yellow banded tyre. We have, that's not actually Christiansen, that's Audi Devanagra. I do apologise. Christiansen's retired from the race. I'm not too sure what happened there, but he's out of the race now, so he'll be taking points for P9 at the end of the race. Now we're watching back to the Alfa Romeo teammate of Audi as Andrew Kevin really taking the track limits. Probably get a warning from the stewards. So watching this battle ensue down the back straight. I dare say Artie's in the DRS zone, and there's the wing there. So we're definitely going to see an overtake and a speed difference. I think he's just lost it there. I'm not too sure what happened. Maybe we can go back and have a look. Just having trouble with the... Just quickly go back and see if we can see what happened to Kevin Andrew. It could have been a clip there trying to overtake as we're on board with... I think Andrew tried to defend right when Chris tried to overtake, and they just got caught up. We should be able to see that again from Artie's perspective. So go on board with Artie and watch it. No, missed it again. Here we go, down the main straight. We'll watch the DRS zone. Clearly he's faster, and Andrew was overtaking, but when Artie tried to take the position, he had no rear downforce, so I'd say his rear downforce let him down there as he comes into the pits for another set of tyres. Just rolling through the... Maybe he got a drive-through penalty for exceeding track limits from accidentally smashing up down the back straight there. So he's come through pit lane. We haven't seen... So we must have seen Dimitrios come and serve that penalty, because it's not still flagged on his screen, which I can see from inside of Entertainment Park here at Bankstown. Looks like Artie's back behind another Ferrari. That could be, it is, it's behind Dimitrios Heliopoulos in the other Ferrari. So it looks like we're repeating the lap again, but this is live. coming to you from inside Entertainment Park, and we've got Artie in the Alfa Romeo just chasing down Iliopoulos now. As we see Iliopoulos just going wide. Oh, look at the speed difference there on the entry. See Artie just gaining, taking the wide line. Willie cut back in. It looks like Demetrios is just giving up that position. So we look back to Demetrios trying to get that position back. But he might be coming into pit lane. He's coming in for his first set of tyres. So and he's got Ricky Bernardino behind him, chasing him down. So I'll go back up the front with Rex Young in the other Racing Point. Currently in P4 at the moment, so he's kept his nose clean and he's doing a great job. This is a great position for him. He's currently on softs at the moment. You can see from the red banded tyre there, the Pirellis. Then we've got Andrew Kevin still in P3 at the moment. Involved in that early incident with Adi Devanagra and the Alfa Romeo, who's come through pit lane. The RA on board with Andrew Kevin in the Ferrari, doing a great job. First race with us tonight, so P3 is very impressive. Comes down the main straight, no one around him, so he can't use that DRS button, and you can see the gap behind him. Nothing but clear air there as Rex Young just coming around the corner. In front of him, that's Marty Porter, P9, 9 seconds behind Scott Flack. It looks like they've just overtaken Bernardino in the second Renault. I'm loving this camera angle. It's just not switching to the next trackside camera, so I have to do that manually. We're on board with Marty Porter now. Almost coming over a crest. If they weren't braking in that zone, it looks like they could get airborne there. It's very sharp change of elevation. Just right on the braking zone, so that helps the car slow down and make the turn. But in the car, it's very much a blind braking zone and a commitment into the chicane. Almost a bus stop, but we'll just call it a chicane for now. Still on board with Marty Porter, P2 at the moment, 11 seconds. So he's dropping behind Scott. Scott's really dominating out in front, and he is on the harder compound, I'm sure. Actually, we should cross to Scott Flack right about now. There he is. Coming down the back straight, heading up to that chicane. No one behind him, so we'll just stay on board and see how he gets the job done. Beautiful lines there from Scott Flack. He is the current F1 champion, taking the crown back in 2019, and he's definitely dominated every race since then. He was challenged by the couple of the Indonesian drivers last round at Baku, as you saw. We saw Satya catching him at a great rate of knots, but I think from post-race interviews, Scott tried to wait up and put on a show for us at home. If it wasn't for that accident towards the end there, we would have had a good race to the flag, and I think Satya used up all his tyres to try and catch up to Scott Flack, and by the time they caught up he had nothing left, so a bit of a non-event in the challenge. So Christiansen's DNF'd earlier, about lap 9 or 8 I think. Could be that he dropped the network or some other issue with the sim. We are on lap 13. It is a 1 hour race, so we're just under a third of the way there. Lap 13. So I've got Marty Porter, who's pitted, and he's back on the mediums. He's had his second set of mediums now, while Scott Flack's still dominating out in front in the hards. You can see the compression on the front tyres there as the sidewalls bellow under the downforce, and you can see when they turn in, the tyres really moving around. I don't think they're blistering. It looks like a bit of flat spotting on the tyre, but I'm not too sure if that's affecting his performance. You'll find that out when they go into a deep braking zone. The tyre will find that flat spot again and tend to stop on that spot again, which makes it even worse. And I know for the guys here on the full motion sims, it rattles the hell out of the motion. I can only imagine what it's like for the rest of the guys in real life to drive with that. So we'll go through the field a third of the way through the race now. Scott Flack with a 23-second lead over Andrew Kevin, who I don't think is pitted at the moment. And he's coming around the top end of the circuit. Still on his first set of hards. I'll go and bring up the number of stops for each driver so we can see who has pitted. So we see the front two haven't, but Porter, the first of the guys who have pitted. Jack Song's still out there on his first set. Devanagara, Yang, Iliopoulos and Bernardino all have pitted at least once. I know Iliopoulos has come in and received a drive-through penalty for a jump in the start there, so bit of a rookie mistake. His third race of the season. I'm sure he won't let that happen again. As we see Bernardino just changing compounds. You just see there we went from hard compound to a medium. I think Ricky definitely prefers the better grip there as we're rolling out of pit lane. Doing a nice job. His first race with us tonight. So he's doing a great job just to keep it on track. It's not easy racing these Formula 1 cars. A lot of guys are coming to us from racing on the Formula 1 2020 software from Codemasters. Then they get in the simulated software and it's completely different. It is a lot tougher. It gives you a lot more elements to deal with when you're racing around these cars, especially the compounds. But being his first race, he's doing an excellent job out there, currently in P8. Okay, so Andrew Kevin there, we just saw him just taking the curb there, unsettling the car a fair bit, but he's really muscling this car around. He's currently circulating on the harder compound. We can see he hasn't taken a pit stop yet, so he is making them work. We've got Marty Porter really closing in on him. The gap now only 7 seconds, as I think Andrew Kevin is really nursing these tyres. He's trying to go halfway, which is lap 19, but there's Marty Porter in the background. I think he's going to catch him within the next few laps. Not down the straight, but definitely down the tighter, twisty section of the circuit, which is pretty much either end of the circuit, as you can see on the track map, top right hand corner. If you're watching us from home, definitely give us a shout out. Let us know where you're watching from. We do follow the full season of the Formula 1 circuit, so there will be a bit of an adjustment for the next few races, as they're in real life they've got a triple header. We're not going to do two versions of Austria, we're just going to do the one. So we've got a 2-week break till Austria, and then we'll be off to Hungary, I think, is after this one. It's going to be Silverstone on the 15th of July. So we've got a bit of a break. So make sure you tune in and catch up with us on that one as well. So we've got, okay, so Scott Flack has pitted now, and he's chasing down Andrew Kevin, who hasn't pitted, but Marty Porter is now within 2 seconds of Scott Flack. So Scott Flack's come back out in the pits, and there it is. There's your top three on track now. That's Andrew Kevin out in front of the Ferrari, Scott Flack in the middle, or is that's Andrew Kevin just coming into the pits now. He's rolling in for his set. What compound will he choose this time? Looks like he's staying with the hards, the white compound. He didn't quite make that set last. Maybe this next stint will last a bit longer, but we'll go back up the road because now it's and Andrew Kevin just received a pit lane penalty for speeding in pit lane. Very unfortunate. He was doing really well, but looks like Devon Agra's back in the pits as well. So I don't think Andrew Kevin's strategy is going to work for him at the moment, as we see Marty Porter doing his best out front to try and catch Scott Flack. You can see the gap in front now. It's currently sitting at, I think it's 3 seconds at the moment. You see with the full motion sim in the deep braking zone, you really get that heave forward on the simulation. You've got direct drive steering wheel, so you've got the force of the Formula One car, especially with the high speed turns. He's currently racing on our SimWorks V2 motion rigs here at Entertainment Park. If you ever want to try these out, definitely come down at Entertainment Park in Bankstown. Come and say g'day, and you can do half an hour, get on there. You can emulate this race if you wanted to, or even practice for the next round, be part of the action live here at Entertainment Park. So Flack still really stretching out that gap now, out to 6 seconds. So it gave Marty Porter a bit of a carrot, but he's dropped back a little bit because he knows he can't make those tyres last. He'd probably have to go for the harder compound. Looks like Scott Flack's on a flying lap, so we'll go to him as he's posting. You can see the purple sectors there, bottom right hand corner. He's got purple, and we're just waiting for him to cross the line. Current fastest lap of the race now is a 129.114. What can Scott do? How can he better that? I was showing a 143. I don't know if that's right. Crosses the line with a 128.6. Wow. Knocking almost half a second off the fastest lap so far. Really wants to get away from Marty Porter, as Scott's now down onto the medium sets. So he's gone hards and mediums while Marty's gone medium. This could work out for Marty because he's got a pit right on the 26th lap. So in another 6 laps we'll probably see Marty Porter come in for his set, or maybe he'll come in a bit later, so he's got a bit more in the tank towards the end if he's going to fight and chase down Scott Flack. So Scott Flack, we're on board with Marty Porter in second. Andrew Kevin, not too sure if he's served that pit lane penalty yet, but he's still in P3 ahead of Rex Yang. And here's a good battle. There's Audio Devanagra. We'll go on board with him as he chases down Rex Yang in P4. Will he get him under brakes? Oh, they go side by side. Rex going wide, giving him the space to get the job done, and that's a good overtake. Clean racing from the pair, good to see. And Devanagra taking back P4 from Rex Yang in the racing point. Very fast right-hander, very awkward because it keeps turning in on itself, and it's while it invites a high speed, you really got to peg it back a bit just so you can make the final apex at the end of that turn. This is the closest battle out on track at the moment. Devanagra, Rex Yang crossing the line lap 21. Then we've got his teammate Jack Song and good friend as well, also racing from Sydney. So he crosses the line in the second of the racing point cars. Dimitrios Iliopoulos is down the back straight. We're just waiting for him to come around. Then we've got our rookie Ricky Bernardino, the second of the Renault cars, and he's being chased down from Marty Porter. So it's not the leading two, it's definitely the second of the Renault cars, but oh, you can see Ricky just locking up there. Really awkward spot, trying not to get in the way of Marty Porter just getting through. So very conscious driving from the pair there. Otherwise that could have been unfortunate for Marty Porter while he's trying to chase down Scott Flack, who's 12 seconds further up the road. We're trying to get some more driver cams too, but we ask for the guys to provide us with a webcam so we can use it in the stream and show you guys what they look like and where they're racing from. Got a few guys in here at Entertainment Park. If you ever want to join us, we'll look after you, we'll show you the ropes and introduce you to the sport. You're always welcome to join us at any round. We have 8 simulators here, and we've got a couple of seats left for anyone that wants to come and join us for the first time, like Ricky Bernardino is tonight in the second of the Renault cars, currently in P8. Dimitrios Iliopoulos taking us around for lap 23 of 38, only 15 laps to go. We're right on board with Dimitrios at the moment, second of the Ferraris. P7 at the moment. Going in nice and shallow there. As the track grips up, it makes it easy to turn, and he's currently on the soft compound, so he's taking those curves a lot nicer. Look back and see how he gets it done from inside the cockpit there. Nice run through the chicane there on the back straight. He's his fastest lap of the race so far is 1:32.606, which was just posted on his last lap. So look up the road, it looks like Andrew Kevin's closing in on Davin Agros. He's in P3 at the moment. So that's Andrew Kevin in the second of the Ferraris chasing down Devin Agra in the Alfa Romeo out in P3 at the moment. There you can see the gap there. So it was a 1.5, it's stretched out a little bit, but not too sure if it's roles reversed, whether Devin Agra is just taking the position from Andrew Kevin at the moment. Let's see if Devin Agra is on the mediums. Yes, he is. So he's probably on fresh mediums. And he was able to take back P3 at the moment. That'll be the third step of the podium if he manages to hold on the next 14 laps. Probably about another 20 minutes to go in the race. It doesn't sound like a long time, but it's a lot of concentration for these guys, as these F1 cars are a lot to handle. So the fastest lap of the race at the moment is held by Scott Flack, 1:28.608. We saw him post that earlier on, as we see Andrew Kevin just going wide there on the exit of the previous turn as they come onto the back straight. Just looking at the timing screens, it looks like Porter's holding that gap at about 12-13 14 seconds to Scott Flack, so it's starting to taper off a bit now. But I think now they're on both on mediums. It looks like they'll both need to pit one more time. Just trying to see if I can see Marty Porter's tyre, whereas he flicks through his menu. I didn't get to see his tyres, but it's been a long stint on this set, so I dare say he'll be in for one more set again. We're on board with RD Devanagra. Looks like Andrew Kevin is closing a little bit as RD's just running wide. I'm not too sure if that was net code, as they are racing with us from Indonesia. His ping's not that bad, but enough for us to give us the vision of him just running off a little bit. Just a bit in net code there. Gap now down to 1.2. So that gap is closing, so Andrew Kevin really chasing this down. Maybe he's got the optimal temps into those hard tyres, and his last lap he's definitely improving or closing in on RD. Just making sure he stays on track, and that's RD coming in. So that was the end of his tyre run, so that's why we could see the gap there. The tyre's really starting to wear off for RD as he comes in for his set. What's he going to do for the last sector? Last stint on the tyres. He definitely should go the mediums. These softs will probably wear out within 5-6 laps as he exits back into, well, P6 at the moment. So that'll be him for the remainder of the race. So we'll see how the other guys fare, and we'll just go to see who's pitted how many times. As we see the front two, Porter and Kevin, coming in twice. I dare say we're going to see Scott Flack come in one more time, because the times he's posting, you definitely know he's pushing it to stay ahead of Marty Porter. He doesn't want to get stuck on the same run as Marty Porter, as he'll really challenge him towards the end there. But Porter's good to the end of the race, I would assume. And so we're just going to see if Scott Flack ever comes back in for his next set of tyres. Still looking pretty good. He's lapping in the 132s. Marty just did a 148, so that was him coming in for his second set. As I said, he lapped 26 as predicted, so he's just cut it up into 3 sections. Now this is where we'll see the time. So take note of the time between Marty Porter and Scott Flack. It's currently 41 seconds. We're on board with Scott Flack in P1 at the moment. I'll keep you updated on the lap times to see how much we're taking out of Scott Flack per lap. Marty's on his fresh set of mediums, so he's definitely going to be pushing the limit and maximising the run on these tyres. He's got another 11 laps to go. And there's Scott Flack coming into pits now, so watch that time. Stay on board with Marty Porter. And I'll show Scott Flack. So Scott's rolling out of the pits now, and he rejoins the main straight. And where's Marty Porter? Marty Porter's coming on the main straight. So the gap now should be closing down to, I'd say, 5 seconds. 14 seconds. That'll trip over. I don't think it's that long, to be honest, but Marty Porter took at least 8 seconds out of Scott Flack on that last lap. So that's Marty Porter in P2. We'll go down to P3. That's Andrew Kevin taking back P3 from Devanagra, but Devanagra's coming on the back of Jack Song at the moment. We'll watch him cut through the field. Oh, Jack Song's just coming in for his set, so that'll be an easy pass for him. Jack Song up in a P4 with 10 laps to go. He definitely should go to mediums if not softs. That's a good stop there. But he stayed on the hard, so whether he prefers that, he'll come back out in a P5 or P6 ahead of his teammate Rex Yang. We're on board with RD Devanagra in P4 at the moment. So now he's got a 23-second gap to chase down Andrew Kevin. And Andrew Kevin probably should hold out and not need to pit again. If he does, this will make it very interesting for the third step of the podium. With 10 laps to go, there's the reminder. Sorry, I'll go back to there's Jack Song and Rex Yang, teammates. Not too sure if there's team orders here, but we're on board with Jack Song. Here they are. You can see Rex really closing in on the back of Jack Song at the moment. Fast right-hander there. The guy's not even lifting in 8th gear. A few apexes. You can see the guy's going nice and wide to get that tight exit of the apex. But it almost looked like they come together there as Rex tried to go around the outside of Jack Song there. He's trying all he can. He's definitely catching, but Jack's on colder tyres. He runs wide, still trying to get the temps back into these tyres as we're on board with Rex Yang looking ahead to his teammate. Oh, they just get squeezed out. Oh, Jack gets back up under brakes there. Just giving the guys a warning for exceeding track limits. This is our closest battle on track now. Porter dropping back to 21 seconds behind Scott Flack. So I don't think he's had an incident which lost time. He did lose about 3 seconds on that last lap to Scott Flack, as Scott Flack almost posted another fastest lap of the race. We see the two Pink Panthers still together on track now. Great little battle as Rex has got the job done. Jack's trying to, you can see Rex trying to break the drafting advantage that Jack's trying to get. But Jack's quite strong through that front section there. Oh, it's going tight as Rex really going wide on those turns. He's not cutting the fine line between apexes. And I'd say Jack's within the DRS zone. If we see him turn it on, see Rex weaving, again trying to break that draft, but looking close up on the back of Rex through the chicane there. Just getting caught up on the high curves there, really upsetting the launch and the traction of the car, so he's dropped a bit off the back there of Rex Yang. See Jack just dropping the gears, trying to get the car to turn in. The tyres must be on the end of their life. Rex starting to stretch away there. The gap now up over 2 seconds. Jack running a bit wide there. Let the car turn in and get back on the accelerator. So go back on board with Demetrios Iliopoulos. Okay, so we've just lost him there with their camera angle. In P7, unfortunately had that jump start which gave him a pit lane penalty, so that would have cost him about 30 seconds. Not really seeing Porter improve up on Flack at the front there. We'll just cross to Ricky Bernardino and his maiden race with us here at Entertainment Park. I'm sure he'll be back again. He's grinning from ear to ear at the moment as he comes in for another set of tyres. Okay, so he got right on his marks there. You can see the jacks coming up straight away. That's a quick stop from him, about 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds there. So we'll see the guys just passing pit lane again. And that is Devon Agro coming into the pits for his set of tyres. So 5 laps to go, so bad timing. He could have been chasing down Kevin for P3, but he's had to come back in. And he stayed on the mediums. You surely would have gone for the softs with only 5 laps to go. But that's here he goes, and who's this on the main straight? Oh, this is getting busy on the main straight now. Who's that? Is that Devon Agro? On board with Rex Yang, and there's the leader trying to go through. That's Scott Flack lapping Rex Young in P3. So there's a 3-way battle for P4 at the moment. I'll just try and show. And there it is. There's 4 cars together, but one's Scott Flack out in front. And here comes Devon Agro up the inside with DRS active. Should get the job done. Will he get it done into the straight? Oh, great move there. Good respect from the guys once again. Devon Agro too strong under brakes there for the chicane. He's picked up a couple of spots through that section, so it's been good. And who's this behind? It's Rex Yang trying to chase him behind. There's Rex trying to get in. He's still within the second, so if we go through a DRS detection zone, he'll definitely be able to press that button and gain another 20 seconds. But he's just lost it going wide there. He's lost a lot of time just understeering Not too sure if he's got DRS. Yes, he has. So we can see the rear wing open. He's not going to gain much on this lap, but you'll see it shut as soon as he hits the brakes. There it goes. Devin Ogra's trying to chase down Scott Flack out in front, but he's not going to do it. You can see him wash off and miss his turning point because Scott Flack's breaking any downforce advantage that these front wings can deliver, because he's breaking dirtying the air in front of Devin Ogra at the moment as he runs wide once again. He can't really try and overtake as that's the leader, and Devin Ogra's in P4, so he's a lap down. It's good to see him stay with the leader on that pace on the medium tyres, as Scott Flack's still out on the hard tyres as he's coming in again. So will Marty Porter get an advantage as Scott Flack comes into pit lane? We'll go back on board and we'll show you where Scott is. He's coming into the pits. Oh, this will be a battle to the end, ladies and gentlemen. Marty's coming down the main straight. That's Scott Flack just rejoining. That's Marty Porter just in front of him, but Scott Flack's on the softer compound. Marty's just got to hold off for the next 3 laps. 3 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. This is a battle for the lead. Marty Porter out in front now. Scott Flack had to pit an extra set of tyres. And here it is. You can see him closing on the back of Marty Porter at the moment. Marty trying to defend on the inside, but he's going to wash wide. And he's just lost the position there. Oh, they're side by side. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. This is the lead. Marty Porter on the inside. Trying to defend, they're going through at full speed. That's Marty Porter in the background there. Unfortunately, Scott's got a fresh set of softs over Marty's old medium, so the battle was, I would hope, go a bit longer, but unfortunately going inside meant that Marty had to take a different line through the chicane on the back straight, and he lost a bit of time there. Now Scott's going to go for an even faster lap of the race, I'd say, with 2 laps to go. So it's Marty Porter in P2. Then we've got Andrew Kevin just running wide. He's got a pit too. Oh, last lap to go. He's got a 40-second advantage over Devin Ogra, which should be enough, I'd say, to come back out. He should be changing for the Reds, but it's unfortunate to be changing right on the last lap of the race, or pretty much the last lap of the race. Looks like he's still in there, but he's rejoined, so he's still got like a 20-second advantage over Devin Ogra in P4, so looks like a safe pit stop, just coming in to make sure it gets to the end, as he'll probably finish in P3. I thought there was going to be a change there right on the death, but he'll be safe in P3 there. Devin Ogra, as mentioned before, coming around in P4 at the moment. Rex Yang in the first of the Racing Point cars. And there's Scott Flack posting the 1:28 flat. Flying time from the current F1 champion, defending champion. It looks like Scott's put us all on the last lap of the race as we follow Jack Song coming up the back straight. Just passing the DRS zone. We've got Dimitris Iliopoulos back in P7 and then Ricky Bernardino in P8. And then we've got Chris Jansen, early retirement. So we're on the last lap of the race with Scott Flack with a commanding 9-second lead and giving us the fastest lap of the race with 2 laps to go on the fresh set of softs there. Ricky Bernardino's coming in a pit on his last lap as well. He's gone to the softs once again. This will be Scott Flack taking us around for the last few corners to take the checkered flag. Here it goes, Scott Flack, F1 champion. That's the 3rd win of the season, and he's happy about that one. That's the checkered flag for Scott Flack. Well done to him. That's Marty Porter crossing the line. They're both together, saying congratulations to each other. So go back to Andrew Kevin. Coming around the last few corners. Got the two doing Lovebird Donuts just after the finish there. Oh, nice job. Alright, so that's Andrew Kevin coming around. Oh, he's coming in the pits. He hasn't finished the lap yet, but he's coming in. Maybe received a penalty on that last pit stop. But he'll cross the line taking P3 just ahead of Davinogra. But Davinogra's just taking him on the line. Oh. So Andrew Kevin's lost. It doesn't make sense. I'm sure he still crosses the line in P4 at least, or P3 even. But on the timing screens it looks like Yang and Song have taken positions from Andrew Kevin, who came in the pit on the last lap. Probably should have just taken the checkered and then suffer the consequences later. We've got Ricky Bernardino, Dimitris Iliopoulos finishes in P7, and our rookie of the night, Ricky Bernardino, finishes in P8. Okay, so congratulations to Scott Flack in P1, Marty Porter P2, and it looks like Aldi Davinogra has finished in P3. We'll have to check the timings for that one. But ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the race for tonight. I'll just quickly show you the next round, which shows the 1st of July, but it's actually going to be the 7th of July. And then we go to the British Grand Prix after that. So if you want to catch us next time, make sure you get in contact with us, race with us from Entertainment Park, or we'll see you next time. Good night.